Welcome to One India News Hour. Technology trends to impact your business. New data optimization techniques to ever-growing machine learning and zero trust revolutionizes cybersecurity architecture to protecting the data becomes a need of urgency. To learn how we can use technology to reimagine the workplace, create more human experiences and bolster equity initiatives are going to be the biggest challenges in the year 2021. This new work infrastructure demands for a more robust and purpose-built security solution with a newer approach to security, such as the data security approach. It keeps data at the center of all its initiatives, covers enterprises, SaaS or cloud application platforms, and brings the remote or work-from-home users under the security infrastructure to prevent intentional or unintentional internal and external data exploitation while protecting from network threats, keeping us ready for the future. Secondly, the cloud adoption has skyrocketed. Many security postures are still stuck in the past. Extending legacy on-premises security tools to work in the cloud has proved to be inadequate, leaving cloud architects and DevOps teams without a clear blueprint or securing applications, workloads and infrastructure. 2020 has forced us through a complete revamp of enterprises' work infrastructure, from working at a minimum on-premise capacity to complete remote working. As most of the enterprises have rushed the work-from-home setup and the adoption of cloud infrastructure that increased dependence on SaaS or cloud application, opening a larger challenge in ensuring data security. Going forward, India does not have some cybersecurity systems in place. What the penetration of sensitive US government agencies by hackers shows that such systems might prove to be offering more illusory protection than real security. India must shore up its defenses by buying the best protection on offer in the short term and by developing indigenous capacity on a war footing. Let's look into today's headlines in One India. BSNL fails commitment on clearing vendor dues. State-owned BSNL owes around Rs 15,000 crores to various vendors, which include the likes of Nokia, ZTE, UT Starcom, among others, and has failed on its commitment to its vendors that it would clear 10% of their dues every month. The company has cleared the dues as per the commitment for August and September, but since then has failed to make payments. Around 70% of their dues still remain to be paid. No penalty or punishment for individual users of using banned mobile apps. The government has announced that there will be no penalty or punishment for individual users of mobile apps such as TikTok, PUBG, Camp Scanner, UC Browser or others which were banned by the Indian government due to the clashes at the Indo-China border in May and June this year. However, intermediaries recognized under Section 69A of the Information Technology Act would be penalized if they fail to comply with the blocking order. This includes social media platforms and other entities of that nature that typically carry user-generated content. Apple to source iPhone components in India to boost Make in India. Tech giant Apple is planning to increase its manufacturing capabilities in India by sourcing more locally made components for iPhones. Apple is getting more of its partners to boost domestic production of iPads, AirPods and MacBooks in India. There have been no changes in production plans of the tech giant despite the violence at Kolar plants of its component manufacturer Visteron. IBM will pay $24.2 million to resolve FCC probes. IBM Corp has agreed to pay $24.25 million to resolve a pair of investigations by the Federal Communications Commission, that is FCC, over subsidies awarded to connect schools and libraries to broadband. IBM's payment will resolve two FCC investigations that have spanned nearly 15 years over its alleged violations of E-rate program rules in connection with New York City and even Paso school districts. IBM has, however, denied any wrongdoing in the matter. In the interest of amicably resolving a long-standing matter, we are pleased to have reached this settlement, said IBM. Netflix CEO receives $660 million from stock sales in 2020. Netflix CEO Reed Hastings' recent stock sale has brought him $225 million, taking the total amount he has received from such transactions in 2020 to $616 million. According to the Bloomberg Billionaires Index, Hastings' wealth rose by $2.2 billion in 2020 to $6.4 billion, making him the 120th richest person in the US. Netflix shares have soared 63% this year. Zoom to come up with its own email service and calendar app by next year. After positioning itself stronger in the video calling market, Zoom is now planning to develop an email service and release it next year, along with working on a calendar application to take on giants like Google and Microsoft. According to reports, Zoom Video Communications has begun developing a web email service and might offer a very early version of the product to some customers next year. Adoption of FASTag is getting popular, crosses Rs 80 crores a day. The toll collection through FASTag breached the mark of 80 crores per day on 24th of December 2020 with record 50 lakhs FASTag transactions per day. With more than 2.2 crore FASTag issued till date, adoption of FASTag by the highway users has seen unprecedented growth. With FASTag being mandatory for vehicles from 1st of January 2021, the NHAI has made all necessary arrangements to provide seamless movement of vehicles at Fee Plaza, as per the reports from Ministry of Road Transport and Highways said. Fight to position the TV channel by tweaking the TRP scan. After Republic TV's viewership has come under scanner, now the Mumbai Police says Times Now was deliberately made number 2 by massive data manipulation. As per the reports, Milind Bhambare, Joint Commissioner of Police Crime, Mumbai Police said. Nearly 3 months after the Mumbai Police busted a major racket for manipulating television rating points, that is TRP, details of the investigations have revealed that former CEO of the Broadcast Audience Research Council, that is BARC, Partho Dasgupta, who was arrested on Thursday, had facilitated malpractices with other TV news channels to degrade the ratings of Times Now. Addressing a press conference in Mumbai, Bharambe said that TRP manipulation had been happening since 2016, where ratings appeared to be pre-decided. Microsoft warns CrowdStrike of hackers targeting Azure cloud customers. The hacking endeavor was reported to the company by Microsoft's Threat Intelligence Center on December 15, which identified a third-party reseller's Microsoft Azure account to be making abnormal calls to Microsoft Cloud APIs during a 17-hour period several months ago. The undisclosed affected reseller's Azure account handles Microsoft Office licensing for its Azure customers, including CrowdStrike. Bitcoin cash outs arrived across 16,000 ATMs in UK. To make instant money, now cryptocurrency holders can now cash out their Bitcoin, which are available in all 16,000 ATMs across the UK. As the interest in Bitcoin surging, user-friendly processes to securely buy, sell and use cryptocurrency have long been a hurdle to the widespread adoption. Bitcoin Point has been working to break down these barriers with a mobile app that makes it possible to buy and sell Bitcoin at a network of agents from bureaus de change to news agents, as well as online through an instant bank transfer solution via open banking. Since registering on a crypto exchange could be a complex process for non-tech savvy people, the scarce availability of Bitcoin ATMs made accessible of Bitcoin problematic. Summing up, as the pandemic enforced nearly every business to alter how they operate, technology has helped industries to diverse strategies and adapt to the changing future. With remote work culture intensifying and massive cloud adoption underway, an unexpected spike in digital services also introduced a host of new security threats. Technology companies which offer advanced digital identity and security solutions also witnessed a surge in demand as deployment increased multifold due to the change in circumstances in the last few months. The year 2020 also stimulated the transition to contactless technologies, including the wider acceptance of contactless payments and contactless biometric secured access. We believe 2021 is going to be the year wherein organizations will invest more in secure tech infrastructures as the contactless technology space gains more traction. As economies progressively reopen, businesses will rapidly adopt touch-free technologies, expecting high throughput, hygiene ways of transact, helping keep both consumers and staff safe. Technology companies are also coming up with solutions that are contactless and at the same time ensuring maximum privacy of users. Contactless biometric solutions such as facial recognition and digital-only banks, providing various virtual banking services, will gain prominence in a post-pandemic world as the digital transition accelerates in many sectors where the need for identification and transaction security are crucial. The recent onset of the COVID-19 pandemic has taken this disruption to the next level and is forcing companies to rethink their businesses and business operating models. As business leaders continue to push the frontiers of technology, organizations will be required to address these challenges and build stakeholder trust to rapidly scale their business for the immediate future. That's it for the day. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to VARINDIA News Magazine. You can download the VARINDIA app from Google Play Store for the latest news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.